Recycling is an easy task that anybody can do to help make an impact on the world. It isn't hard to do, so why isn't everybody doing it? Together, we can make a difference in the world. Recycling can help protect the environment, save money, create jobs, and improve your overall health. Not recycling can have disastrous effects on the environment. Landfills are polluting the environment all over this beautiful country of ours. In fact, a single plastic bottle will last at least 1,000 years in a landfill. Recycling that same bottle would reduce the emissions produced by factories that make new bottles. It would also help reduce the amount of oil being used in plastic bottles. Yes, that's right. Oil is made into plastic bottles. The same natural resource that is causing so much concern and controversy throughout the world. A glass bottle or jar can spend up to 4,000 years decomposing in a landfill, when it could be recycled indefinitely. Taking just a moment to recycle your old newspapers, cans, glass bottles, and jars will help save everybody from years of environmental harm from the production of new materials, landfills, and the depletion of Mother Earth's natural resources. Recycling would reduce or even possibly eliminate the need for landfills that are polluting the environment. Many unrecycled items will sit in the ground for thousands of years before or without ever disintegrating. Following through with recycling will save the environment for future generations to enjoy. Recycling could mean the difference between your children and grandchildren walking through a beautiful park or a completely polluted and littered wasteland. Nobody wants that for their children or grandchildren, so let's all do our part to prevent this from happening. Recycling and reusing can save you lots of money. You can easily reuse your bottles or jars in your very own household, or give them to somebody who will use them. Many of these recyclable items can also be used to make inexpensive arts and crafts with children. There are many great ideas out there on the internet, so if you take the time, you can find some. If you still can't find a use for these items, please consider taking it to a recycling center and recycling them. Many cities and towns have recycling centers that will pay you by the number or the weight of the items that you bring in to recycle. This could be turned into a hobby for children to earn a small allowance, and it's a good habit for them to learn while still young. Chances are that if you get your child involved in recycling, they will continue to do so throughout their lives and into the future. They could also inform and influence their friends to join them in recycling, creating a positive domino effect. When your children get older, they will be more likely to teach their children to do the same, establishing a recycling habit in yet another generation and creating a growing tradition in your family. Many jobs can be created by recycling. On a per-ton basis, sorting and processing recyclables can alone sustain 10 times more jobs than landfilling or incineration. This makes recycling the smarter, more economic choice. Many new items from recycled items is by far the biggest economic payoff in the recycling loop. It is cheaper for manufacturers to buy recycled items than it is for them to buy raw materials needed to make new products from non-recycled materials. Some recycling-based paper mills and plastic product manufacturers employ on a per-ton basis 60 times more workers than landfills do. This means that the recycling-based industry provides many more jobs than those dealing with waste management. Regional studies of employment and the remanufacturing industry have indicated that recycling activities employ about 2.5% of manufacturing workers. This could account for approximately 1 million manufacturing jobs throughout the United States and over $100 billion in revenue each year. That's a lot of money generated by something so simple. We can all contribute to the recycling industry and help uplift our economy by creating thousands of jobs for people throughout the United States. If everybody recycled, there would be a positive effect on the health of not only Americans, but people all around the world. Recycling would reduce the amount of products that would be needed, or that would have to be made new from factories everywhere. Less products being made in new factories will result in less emissions released into the atmosphere. Fewer emissions would in turn have a result of healthier air for humans and animals alike to breathe. People with breathing problems, such as asthma, could also benefit from breathing in healthier air and less pollution in the air. Without recycling, air pollution will continue to accumulate, and those people without breathing problems could potentially develop them if they continue to breathe in unhealthy, polluted air. Stopping these emissions from polluting the air around us and reaching our lungs is the only way we can try to prevent this from happening. There is really no downside to recycling, only many positive outcomes. It will benefit the environment, save money, create jobs, and positively affect human health all throughout the world. After hearing this speech, I hope I have influenced you to make the decision to start recycling in your own home. It's a good habit that will benefit not only yourself, but all those around you, and will help protect the environment around us.